Hmong cuisine. Hmong is an ethnic group with their own specific language and culture. They derived from southern China over 4,000 years ago and have migrated to countries such as Vietnam, Laos, Thailand, and Burma. Many of the Hmong population resides in the mountainous regions of Laos. Hmong's dominant social organization are clans, which have patriarchal foundations. There are a total of 18 clans, with each child being members of their father's tribe. The Hmong people have migrated for years, so they adopted many of the customs and traditions of their host countries. But we can differentiate through unique aspects of these clans, such as different environments, clothing, recipes, and more. Some examples would be the black Hmong, white Hmong, flower Hmong, striped Hmong, and you could take time to look at this picture if you're interested. During the 1960s, the US CIA recruited the Hmong people for a secret war against Communist Vietnam. The Hmong played critical roles such as providing intelligence on enemy operations, rescuing American pilots, harassing communists, and more. After the war ended, it was considered betrayal by both Laos and Vietnam, where an ethnic cleansing was ordered. Hmong people were sent to concentration camps, endured hard labor, persecution, even their villages being sprayed with chemicals and bombed with napalm. It is estimated more than 35,000 of the Hmong population in Laos alone died as a result. Due to this, we see that many Hmong seek asylum in Western countries. As of 2019, there's a population count of 327,000 Hmong Americans, with populations being highest in California, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. With this being said, not everyone is labeled a hero or thanked enough. I want to reiterate the secret war and how the Hmong people played a critical role. There are still tensions even today, but there are improvements being done, such as in 2009, Thailand repatriated Hmong refugees back to Laos, but there is still fear that the government might imprison or persecute them. There are still tensions today, especially with the Hmong being allies of the US, but then being abandoned during the war. Because of this great migration, Hmong cuisines have blendings from their hosting countries. There is very little modifications of ingredients, but preparations of food by Hmong are shortened due to a more mountainous setting where many members in a village need to be fed. Because of these long migrant routes, Hmong normally carried very basic foods and easy to transport foods. Something to also note is that Hmong language wasn't widely written until the 1950s, so much of their cuisine that is known is what is passed by their elders. It is also extremely rare to see Hmong restaurants in America and Asia. It is common to find establishments owned by the Hmong community, but the menu items aren't as quickly identifiable as a part of Hmong cuisine, but rather just Southeast Asian cooking. Even in places near us, you'll find that your favorite Thai or Laos restaurants are actually owned by Hmong owners. As with many other Asian countries, white rice is also a staple food for Hmong people and eaten with every meal. It is served with a variety of vegetables. Vegetables depend on the time of year and environment. Some vegetables are bitter melon, bok choy, cabbage, Chinese broccoli, cilantro, Hmong cucumber, winter squash, and many more native to countries, such as papaya. If available, a smaller portion of meats and vegetables can be stir-fried, steamed, or boiled, and meals are often served with hot peppers as a ground sauce on the side. Hmong cuisine is characterized by their usage of a wide variety of spices and herbs that are found in Vietnamese, Thai, and Lao cuisines. This would be ingredients such as hot peppers, Thai chilies, lemongrass, cilantro, garlic, green onions, mint, and ginger. Some sauces would be fish sauce, oyster sauce, soy sauce, sriracha sauce, and hoisin sauce. Hmong cuisine resembles many other available Asian dishes, but their usage of extra condiments sets them apart. An example would be pho. Pho could be considered the national dish of Vietnam, but Hmong people added seasonings such as white sugar or soy sauce. Some of the eating habits of the Hmong people we will see is that they normally eat 3 meals a day, but breakfast doesn't differ much from lunch and dinner. With this being said, there is more preparation put into breakfast and dinner due to common shortages of ingredients throughout migrant paths, and this is normally accepted and embraced by the Hmong. Snacks and desserts aren't as common. We will also see that much of their traditional cooking and eating will be on the floor or a bamboo table. For example, a mortar and pestle is a common preparation method to grind things like chili, salt, onion, to make jiao, which they eat with rice. But even when using one of these, you might see that a woman will squat closer to the ground. Meals are eaten in a communal manner, with foods being placed in the center. For a large cultural gatherings and special occasions, we will see foods like sticky rice that is white or purple. But also during these gatherings, men will eat first, then women, then children. This is true for those who still hold on to these traditional customs or for special events. A unique drink in Hmong culture is called na ba. This is a traditional drink occasionally served at special events and can be tricolored. It is a sweetened dessert drink consisting of coconut, tapioca, and other toppings. It is essential to have toppings like colored chestnuts, jellos, sweet fruits, and grass jelly. Something to know about this dessert is that many of these ingredients are inexpensive and can be made from scratch using sugar, coconut milk, and rice flour. Hmong egg rolls are tied to the migration across Asia and their usage of ingredients unique to their culture. Recipes vary but normally consist of eggs mixed with shredded carrots, cabbage, ground pork, onions, scallions, cilantro, and seasoned with oyster sauce. You'll find these foods at family events, Hmong New Year, Rhode Island. They even host an annual fundraiser by selling traditional Hmong egg rolls. Some things that set the Hmong apart from the Laos is their religious beliefs. Some Hmong tribes still practice animism and shamanism, and it is said by many older generations in Laos that ancient magic is still practiced in many Hmong villages. Older generations believe in concoctions of herbs to aid fertility or the healing powers of food. There is a strong belief in food as medication, where you will see young monks who live far away from home go back to their villages just so the women in their family can cook and cure them. Another practice would be Hmong women following a strict diet after childbirth. This diet consists of warm rice, freshly boiled chicken with herbs, lemongrass, and a little salt. This is believed to be a healing process for women, and for days she will stay on this diet in order to cleanse the body of leftover blood and avoid future illnesses. Total of 30 days. Hmong is an ethnic group deriving from what country? Laos, Vietnam, China, or Burma? China, specifically southern China. Hmong cuisine resembles many other dishes native to Asia, but what characterizes Hmong cuisine is their usage of extra condiments, variety of spices, and herbs. This is true. Hmong adapted many of the cuisines and ingredients used in their hosting countries during migration, but due to this vast migration, they have a wide palette of flavors to enhance their food. Explain a relationship between the Hmong people and America during the 1960s and the aftermath. The Hmong people fought in the secret war against communist Vietnam alongside America. The Hmong people performed critical roles during the war. The aftermath of the war led to the genocide of the Hmong people by the Laos and Vietnam due to them helping the U.S. Hmong then sought refuge in many Western countries.